that the plan from the neocons in the government was that we were going to overthrow all these governments in the region in the next 5 years. Now, this plan obviously didn't end up happening in 5 years, but it's literally he names 7 countries and there's one to go. And that one, by the way, happens to be the one that Donald Trump is flirting with a war with right now, Iran. All the rest of them have happened.
Israeli news reported today that a strike on Iran is imminent.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. No, we're very clearly moving toward this war, yet another catastrophic war. But so Wesley Clark gets asked about this in the debate, and he goes, oh, it actually goes back much further than that. He goes, I first saw the plans in 1991, and it came from Paul Wolfowitz. Okay, so he goes, Paul Wolfowitz had these plans in 1991, and he took them to Brent Scowcroft, who was George H.W. Bush's national security advisor. So he takes them to them, and according to Wesley Clark, again, my source on this is a 4-star general. He says that Scowcroft went, we'll look at this after the election. 92 is the election year. They lose. Bill Clinton comes in, and he goes, and the plan kind of got killed. And then he said it was revived later in a study paid for by the Israelis. And that this was done, that Richard Pearl was really the one who brought it back to life, and that it was explicitly done because this is what they thought was necessary to protect Israel. And like as I've mentioned to you before, now I don't know exactly what study he's referring to, but he said that's what he said. But I do know, as I've mentioned before on this, that anybody can go read The Clean Break. You could Google it right now. It's a clean break, a new strategy for securing the realm, which was a letter written by the guy he mentioned, Richard Pearl and David Wormser, to Benjamin Netanyahu in 1996. It was his first year when he came in as prime minister. And the whole thing is basically the clean break is a break from the peace process, a break from Oslo, because essentially Bill Clinton had gotten Yitzhak Rabin and Arafat to agree to start this 2-state solution process that should be loosely based around 67 borders. You got to finally give these Palestinians a state. You've been occupying them since 1967. You got to finally take your boot off their neck. And the clean break strategy was to go, listen, we got to get away from this whole idea of a Palestinian state and giving them land.